Coming up on AC 24/7, back on the House floor, the Tennessee Three return to the House floor. Hear Justin Pearson's plans to continue his push for gun reform. Plus, a major change in Memphis following the death of Tyre Nichols when it comes to policing. Hey there, welcome to another edition of AC 24/7. I'm Lamar Baldwin. Tennessee State Representative Justin Pearson is back to work in just 1 week. He and another black Democrat, Justin Jones, were expelled from the legislative body for a gun violence protest on the House floor. Jones was reinstated Monday after Nashville officials voted to reappoint him. And the center of the whole incident, gun violence and gun control. Even Tennessee's governor now asking Republicans for change. The Advocate Channel's Ryan Young spoke with Pearson, who plans to continue his stand against gun violence.
Just tell me, what is this like to get back inside here after everything that's happened?
Yeah, District 86 is determined to make sure the people's voice is represented. And we are still dealing with the institutional problems of white supremacy, patriarchy that undergird this institution. We just passed a bill that makes it illegal for people in colleges and universities to teach about race and sexism. We have a lot of challenges here in Tennessee, and we need everyone to be paying attention and holding the leaders here accountable for what they say and what they swore in their oaths. And so we got to keep fighting.
The last thing you said yesterday is time to get back to work. Is that what you plan to do?
Exactly. So myself, Representative Jones, Representative Johnson, we all just spoke out against this bill, and we're forcing the Republican Party in the state of Tennessee to see themselves, see what they are doing to the people in this community, and we have to have this people-powered movement continue to hold them accountable, and that's going to be required in the state of Tennessee and across the country.
My last question is, how will people hold you accountable? What would one thing that you think you can deliver to the people after all this that's happened?
Yes, we are going to pass sensible gun legislation. I've got 15 bills, and every single slot is going to be about gun reform. And so if you have recommendations for us to pass bills here in the state, then please send them to me.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
The Memphis City Council is ending pre-textual police stops following the death of Tyre Nichols. Pre-text stops allow police to use minor traffic infractions like broken tail lights to investigate motorists for more suspicious crimes. Police say those stops are crucial in finding drugs, weapons, human trafficking, and drunken driving. But civil rights groups say they are a tactic unfairly used to target black drivers. The new Driving Equality Act forbids traffic stops for secondary or minor infractions. The ordinance passed unanimously. The issue got national attention in wake of the deadly police beating of Tyre Nichols during a traffic stop. The ordinance sponsors say the measure redirects police to where they're needed. Ireland. This needs an extra B-roll piece. The Justice Department will take an emergency dispute over abortion drugs to the Supreme Court. A federal appeals court froze parts of the Texas judge's order that would have suspended the FDA's approval of the drug mifepristone. Under the new order, the drug will remain on the market but may be harder to obtain. The White House is hoping the courts will rule in their favor and in favor of women's reproductive rights.
We believe that the law is on our side and we will prevail. So that I can reassure the American people that is our commitment to women, millions of women across the country, and also providers who are at the front lines, working every day to make sure that women are able to make decisions for themselves about their own body. So what we can say is we're going to continue to fight.
The Biden administration is proposing a new rule aimed at protecting the privacy of women seeking abortion. The policy would prohibit the disclosure of protected health information by regulated entities, such as health insurance companies, providers, and others. Vice President Kamala Harris says women should not live in fear.
We are having an experience where the women of America in particular have been in a state of fear about what this means for them, what this means for the people they love. We are looking at a situation in our country where healthcare providers, most of whom have had a calling to do the good and important work of taking care of other people are in fear of losing their licenses and worse, even being prosecuted and criminalized for the work that they do that is about providing health care for people in our country.
Reports from the Bureau of Labor Statistics are showing that U.S. inflation has fallen to the lowest level since May 2021. But when it comes to the housing market, prices are still steadily on the rise. The Advocate Channel's Greg Cohen reports.
Once a week, Houston residents pack into one of the busiest eviction courts in Texas.
Good morning.
On this day, more than 200 cases before noon.
The plaintiff or possession of the premises to the plaintiff in favor of the plaintiff.
As landlords take back their properties and families plead to stay in their homes.
That's what scares me the most.
Jonathan Morrison is being evicted. He's been struggling with rent, he says, since his wife, the family breadwinner, died in December, leaving him to raise their daughter alone.
The place to go. My 10-year-old is scared too.
In several cities, including Houston, evictions are surging, even beyond pre-pandemic norms. More than 5 million U.S. households are behind on rent. Experts blame a perfect storm. Rents keep rising amid high inflation, COVID moratoriums on evictions are ending, and pandemic programs, especially rental assistance, are running dry. In mid-March, a Texas rent relief program had to stop accepting applications just 2 days after starting, overwhelmed by the demand.
It's just a simple hard times.
Winona Brown says she fell behind on rent in February after losing her job. A photo of her kids in one hand, an eviction notice in the other. She says she wants to pay off her debt, but fears she may have to move.
I've tried to make it, and it's tough to do it on your own.
Some cities have bucked this trend, largely thanks to new tenant protections, like more funding for free legal assistance during an eviction, which few cities or states guarantee. Advocates say it's kept far more families in their homes. Evictions disproportionately impact Black and Hispanic communities and can make it far tougher for families to find homes later. Kathy Bonilla, a single mom 8 months pregnant with her 5th child, says she lost her government housing vouchers last year because of a paperwork issue. And now she's fighting a looming eviction with legal aid from a nonprofit.
It's like someone got their hands around my neck. I want to give up, but my family like, don't give up. If you give up, what about your kids? But I had it up to here already.
Erica Bowman is packing up her home to avoid packing into a courtroom. She says she's struggled to keep up with rent in recent months since it went up more than $200 right as she started battling cancer.
Everything just kind of hit all at once at that moment.
She and her kids need to be out in the coming days, unsure where they'll go.
Trying to continue to stay positive and keep a smile on my face, and to also not allow my children to feel the pressures of what I'm going through at this time has been extremely difficult.
Delta Airlines is reporting a record high number of advance bookings for summer travels. This is the latest sign the airline industry is doing well after the pandemic, despite tickets costing 17% more this year. Miami Beach Pride is going bigger and better than ever before for their free 15-year anniversary festival. Join thousands of LGBTQ+ attendees, friends, family, and allies of the community to celebrate in the true spirit of Pride, April 15th and 16th in Loomis Park. Thank you for joining us for another edition of AC 24/7. For more content that advocates for you, go to advocatechannel.com and follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and subscribe to us on YouTube. For the Advocate Channel, I'm Lamont Baldwin.